Yo, it's Pika. What's going on? It is Wednesday night, you guys, and it was a good damn day. I got a lot done at work today, so today was technically my first day back at work because I was off Monday and Tuesday. And at first, I was a little nervous because I had like a lot of slides, a lot of notes from some of the Growth Tribe. I think they did like an 8-week course, so I went through all the damn notes over the last couple of days and today at work as well. And I took down my own notes to see if I could condense it and make it more understandable for me so I could wrap my head around the concepts and stuff. So I did that, and then I ended up meeting with my boss, and we sat down and kind of planned out what all social media stuff we needed to handle, which to me was the greatest meeting ever, only because that's the kind of shit I'm interested in anyway. That's the kind of stuff I'm learning anyway from my own business. These are the kinds of things I'm implementing anyway, based on courses that I've taken, based on stuff that I've learned from my mentor Wendy Porter out of Crown for Success. It's stuff I'm doing anyway. And the fact that I get another account, so to speak, to implement a lot of the tools and tricks and processes that I have going on in my own page to see if they work on another account. Like, who gets to do that? Seriously. And I'm getting paid to do this. This is amazing. So yeah, maybe I'm crazy and I'm like, twisting the whole job situation into a great opportunity. But that's exactly how I feel about it. So I want to talk to you today about expectations. I, as you know, am a little weird. I don't do things the way other people do. I don't think about things the way other people do. And maybe that's a good thing, maybe that's a bad thing, but for now I'm going to go with it because it's working for me. All right? So all this time, I went through that phase where I was a victim and oh my God, life happened to me and how dare, and I couldn't believe, and oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, right? I went through all of that stuff, mostly because I expected a handout, basically. I'm not going to lie. I was pretty damn lazy. I was pretty damn selfish. I didn't want to do no work. I just wanted a paycheck. But that wasn't always the case. I am a workaholic. I do put 110% into everything I do. But sometimes you get tired of doing stuff all the time. You get tired of running, and going hard every day for somebody else. So, yeah, there were times where I got to a point where I was like, I can't understand why all these things keep happening to me. Why are there always roadblocks in my way? Why are there always people that are like gunning for me? Why are there always people talking shit behind my back? And I realized through this journey that the law of attraction is a really, really big deal. And no, it's not mumbo jumbo. And no, maybe you don't understand it's a little over your head, whatever. That's cool too, because I didn't expect it to hit me as it did the last couple of days. So I'm going to explain it to you like this. I've told you before, I've been reading Pam Grout's E Squared, right? And she's dealing with law of attraction stuff as well, and how to manifest things into reality just by vibrating at a different frequency, just so to speak. Just think about things in a different way. If you constantly think about the things that are upsetting you, obviously there will be more things that upset you. If you constantly think about things that make you happy, chances are you won't notice the shit that upsets you because you're just happy. I don't know about you, but for me, music is key. Music is everything to me, all right? I do write a little bit. I wish I could read music so I could actually create music. But for now, I'll stick to writing and singing and, I don't know, whatever else. Dancing. I love to dance. Oh my God, I love to dance. Okay. So for me, when I'm in a bad mood, I tend to want to listen to like angry, angst type music, okay? Pretty much my entire like teenage years were basically the soundtrack to The Craft and stuff like, what other movies were there? The Craft, I don't know, a bunch of really crazy ass movies, but it was all grunge, alternative rock. So those are the things I listened to. Those are the things I gravitated towards. I was a huge Linkin Park fan. Listened to Incubus, listened to Prodigy, like all that, like really angry, just music. And for the most part, it was because when I listened to something that echoed my own feelings, it kind of helped me get over that feeling faster. I don't know about y'all, but that's how it worked for me. Even now, like when I first found out that this woman was gonna try and like get rid of me or whatever from her company, even though I hadn't actually done anything wrong, I hadn't been given a warning, I hadn't been counseled on nothing. Like, yeah, she just decided she didn't like me no more, and that's fine. And I know that, like objectively, I know that. But that didn't stop me from going through my own little like breakdown or whatever. So, I called a couple people to like kind of complain about it. I went into my I'm gonna kill everybody mood and was listening to like angry rap music and went into grunge, alternative rock again, stuff like that. But mostly because I knew that if I went through the process of feeling angry, I mean like really feeling angry, I know for me, at the end of that, I will get tired of that music and I'll get to a place where I'm like, all right, you think you can stop me? Hold my beer, watch this. That's basically the kind of person I am, all right? You can knock me down, you can drag my name through the mud. I've been through enough shit to know that, you know what, this is not going to last. And I am stronger than all of these things 'cause I've survived everything. 100% of everything I've been put through, I've survived. I've come out swinging on the other end, okay? So I do go through those phases where I listen to really, really angry stuff. I listen to music that that kind of amplifies what I'm feeling. And eventually I'll be like, all right, enough of this. What's next? What do I do now? Because I can't sit in that feeling for too long. It's painful for me. But that's what I need to do to kind of get out of it, so to speak. If I try and keep pushing it away, if I try to keep pretending like, oh no, this is fine, I'm happy, yeah, there's going to be a nuclear explosion later. So my coping mechanism is to use music to get through that feeling faster. Now with this Pam Grout E² experimental book that she's been doing, right? I've been through a couple of the experiments, and yeah, they do work. It's all about, setting your intentions and trying to focus on what it is you need to see at the end rather than, oh my God, what's happening now? For the most part, it does work. But like I said, for me, I need a catalyst. I need something that'll like a little bit of a drug, so to speak, to get me through it. And music is that drug for me. I went through a situation a couple of days ago where I saw something that pissed me off. I couldn't say anything to anyone about it, but I couldn't get rid of that feeling either. I couldn't stop myself from going back to look at it again. And it was really stupid. It had nothing to do with me, but it pissed me off nonetheless. Because I don't like it when people think they can keep secrets from me, like I won't find out or whatever. Anyway, that's beside the point. The thing I'm trying to get at and describe to you is I was going through it bad. I kept thinking about it. It kept popping up in my mind no matter what I was doing. And you know how they say fake it till you make it? I tried that even. I tried pretending like everything was okay. I tried focusing on the feeling of having what I wanted. But this stupid little thought kept like poking its head up and was like, yo, remember you saw that? So it's a lot harder than you think. But as with everything, with practice, it gets easier. They say that championships are won in practice. You just pick up the medal at the end of the championship game. But those practices where you put in the work, you run, suicides on a basketball court, you do up downs forever, you run sprints, you run more in practice than you ever run in a game. Mostly because you want to condition your body to be able to take whatever's coming to you, and then it's easy. You want it to be easy. But that doesn't mean that you don't have to put in that grueling time. And I've come to love that grueling time in my life. Love it with the notion that this is what I need to get to where I need to be. I don't like it. I don't enjoy working out. But I do love the way I feel afterwards. I don't enjoy having to drag my ass up out of bed and, look at my list of HIIT workouts for the day or whatever to see what I need to get done. I don't particularly like doing Beachbody style exercises when you're watching like a video, because I'd rather you tell me how many I need to do and I'll get it done that way. I'd rather have the list than try and do it for 10, 20 minutes or like 3-minute intervals or whatever it is. It's harder for me that way. I'd rather have the list. So as with everything, and I'm sure you've probably felt the same, you have your own coping mechanism, but you need to understand that whatever that coping mechanism is, eventually you're going to have to come out of that weird feeling that you've got, and you got to put in the work to get to the next place that you need to be. Right now, everything is a struggle. It is a struggle for me to get up out of bed in the morning. It is a struggle for me to prep food for me to take to work and eat. It is a struggle for me to make sure that I don't lose my temper in the mornings because baby girl is just sleepy. She's tired. I want to make sure that she has a good morning because I know what it's like to have one thing go wrong in the morning and then the rest of your day is shot. So I'm trying really hard. It's not easy, but I'm getting there. It's like, you put one foot in front of the other every time. drop her off at school and get to work. And from there, like even today, I could not keep my eyes open, and I don't know what it was. Now, I'm gonna tell you this: I have my laptop open and I have my headphones in, so I have like ambient noise always. Right now, my favorite go-to music is Hans Zimmer's Man of Steel soundtrack, because the emotion that comes with the movie's score kind of helps me get amped up and excited and awake to be able to do whatever I need to do. So right now, that is the go-to. I play that a lot. I've done a lot of Hans Zimmer music in the past. The Italian Job is another one of my favorite soundtracks. I love Gladiator. There are a lot of those musics. I mean, Pirates of the Caribbean, obviously, but every one of them has a mood to it. And right now, it's Man of Steel for me. So I was struggling to keep my eyes open without falling asleep in between stuff. I got through lunch, came back, had a meeting or whatever. We talked about the kind of social media implementation that I need to get done. And I was so psyched by the end of it that I didn't have trouble staying awake. From there, I had to rush and get baby girl. I was almost late. I got there right at 7 as the center was closing up, picked her up and went back home. Lucky for me, I've cooked a couple times this week already, so I didn't have to come home and cook again. By the time we got home, y'all, it was like 7:45. Little girl was supposed to go to bed by like 8:30, 9 o'clock, and she was exhausted. She was starving. And I gotta say, if I hadn't prepped the food ahead of time, I would have been struggling to fix dinner tonight, seriously. Struggled to fix dinner, but thank God I didn't. Got her to bed on time, and then I dragged my butt out of bed to go work out. My legs hurt. I can't stand up straight. My abs hurt so bad. But it's one of those, sore is the new hangover for me because I don't drink anymore. I quit drinking. But all of these things that I'm struggling with, all these things that I'm like pushing myself to do, it's because I know what it's going to be like at the end. I can see it. I can feel it. I know by the end of this year, I'm going to have 2 sources of income without fail. And one might not be as big as the other, it doesn't matter, but I'm going to have 2 sources of income by December 31st. I'm telling you here now, okay? It is a struggle every day. I don't have any help. I don't have anyone that really calls and checks on me or nothing. I don't have, people that are going to hold my hand through this. And that's cool. Thank you to all of you who said no. Thank you to all of you who decide, it's not on your list of priorities to check in on me. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, and my daughter's bottom too. Thank you. Because with all of that comes this determination to prove you guys wrong. This determination to say, you know what, you think I need a maid? I don't. You think I need to get a babysitter? I don't. You think I can't make it because I'm a single mom and, what happens if something happens to the baby? I don't care. I'm going to push myself to the limit. I'm going to make sure I fucking do all of this by myself. Y'all keep playing with me. Y'all keep thinking that I can't do this. You watch. Anyway. Expectations. Right now, I'm telling you guys, my expectation is that I will be able to make an extra stream of income by December 31st. Now, I'm pretty sure that stream of income will pop up by next month, but it won't be where I want it to be until December, okay? I am at the point in my life where I feel like I've done pretty much everything. I've tried pretty much everything. I've made pretty much all the mistakes that everybody around me is making. I've done them already. And I'm ready to get to that next level. I'm ready to do it by myself. And I know people have said before, yeah, but you need a 9-to-5, you need this, you need that, you need somewhere safe to be able to retire. Yeah, okay, that's cool. For you, you need a job for 40 years so that you could retire. That's perfectly cool. That's, that's your way. That's fine. For me, I don't know if I could do 40 years. I don't think I'd do it. For me, I want legacy. I want something to leave behind. I want something where if anyone, anywhere in the world says my name, my daughter will be like, yeah, that's my mom. That's what I want. If anyone in the world would have mentioned my name, somebody else would be like, yeah, man, I know about her. I heard about her. And not because she was the girl that, had her period while she was running a marathon or nothing. No. I want to be known because I helped. I did everything I could. I tried every way that I could. I did the best I could by my daughter. I set a good example. I made sure everybody around me was winning. I made sure that everybody around me had what they needed to succeed. I made sure that I gave every chance I get. I served every chance I got. That's what I want. I want you to hear my name and I want you to smile. That's all I want, just a smile. You don't have to pay me money. You don't have to buy none of my stuff. You don't have to listen to me, whatever. I want you to hear my name and I want you to smile. My expectation of who I'm going to be will not waver. I know who I am. I know what I want. I know what I bring to the table. So trust me when I say I am not afraid to eat alone. I've been doing it forever. So this is nothing new to me. I'm going to do this whether you're here or not. I'm going to do this whether I have your support or not. My expectations for my life are going to change the way I do things. And that's what I want you to understand. If your expectation is only so high, if you really think it's going to take you 10 years to get to where you need to be, I think you're asking the wrong questions. The universe has a plan for you. The universe will give you exactly what you want. But if you give it too many limitations, it can't give you that in that way. If you tell them you got to turn left twice and then turn right and then go down and make a U-turn to get to where you need to be because that's the way you think it needs to be, I bet you the universe has a better idea. I bet you there's a faster way. You just haven't thought of it yet because it hasn't occurred to you. You don't know enough to be able to gauge that. So why not give it a couple of specifics and then let it go from there? Why not say, you know what, I'm going to move to this country, I'm going to get this job, I'm going to make this kind of money so that I can get to this place in my life as fast as possible. You never know. You never know. How would I have been able to tell you, okay, for example, in January of this year, that within a month and a half, I would have left the Grand Hyatt to make $1,000 more in a field of employment that I had never been in before. And even then, in July, how would I have been able to tell any of you that I was about to lose my job in August, only to get another job a week later doing what I wanted to do instead of what I had to do? Being able to pick up a skill set that I really, really wanted in a real life, real time environment, rather than punching a clock in the daytime and then taking courses at night. Like, I would never have been able to imagine that. There's no way I could have conjured that out of thin air. But I asked for a job that would give me the next skill set, and here it is sitting in my lap right now. I expected to get a pay cut, and I did. The original contract that I got was for far less than I was making before, okay? But because I settled for that reality and I was like, you know what? Okay, I will make this work, which means I just have to work harder in my own business to make up the difference. But me being positive about that is bringing about changes as well. Like I mentioned before, a week ago, they're going to adjust my contract to increase my salary. I still don't know how much that's going to be, and that's fine with me because until it does happen, I'm not worried. I know I can take care of it. But how amazing is that? All because my expectation of where I'm going to be is solid. I know where I'm going to be. I know what I got to do. I'm putting in the work. Not as much as I would like. Obviously, I could do more. But I could also do less. I am lapping everybody on the couch right now. Everybody who's sitting there with a beer in one hand and a remote in the other, flipping aimlessly through channels and channels and channels of distractions. Thinking about, you know what? I fucking hate my job. Wish I had to do something else. Wish I didn't have to go to work tomorrow. What can I do to call in sick? I've been there, y'all. I've done that. I know what that's like. I don't want that no more. I am not about to sit around and wait for someone to rescue me. I am the hero of this story. I will take care of myself. Why? Because I have a little pair of eyes watching everything I do. And if I don't teach her that I can do it, how will she ever believe that she can? If I don't teach her that, you know what? Yeah, a regular family has a mom and a dad, and maybe a couple brothers and sisters and stuff. Our family isn't like that. But that's okay, because she still has all the love she could get. She still has all the support she would ever need. She still has deep-ass conversations with me. If you ask some of my best friends who've seen this little girl and the way she talks and the way her mind works, she is wise beyond her years, you guys. the way she can relate to you, the way she can tell you what's on her mind, it's no wonder the kids her age look at her like, I'm sorry, where are you from? She is amazing. And I am so proud of her. And we have the best conversations. Yes, we talk about My Little Pony every so often. But we have really great conversations about why the world is the way it is. Why do people behave the way they do? Why are they so ugly to each other? Why is racism a thing? Yeah, my 6-year-old and I talk about this. Why is it a thing? What is it that's upsetting people so bad about the color of somebody else's skin? Change your expectations. Believe in yourself first. If you don't believe in you, who's going to believe in you? If you can't love yourself, who's going to love you? Honestly, you think confidence is sexy in other people. Guess what? It's sexy in you too. Be confident. Be proud of who you are. And if there's something you're not proud of, change it. But be proud. Do what makes your heart happy. Seek what sets your soul on fire. You got this. If I can do this, you can do this. There is no excuse. Set your expectations. Set them so that you know what you want to feel like when you have your wish list. Focus on that feeling. And you guys, I'm going to talk to you about this a little bit more tomorrow because you know my Periscope coming up, right? In about, I don't know, less than 12 hours. So I'll be live on the Crown for Queen channel tomorrow morning, Singapore time, which is 6 p.m. Eastern Wednesday night. Okay? We're going to talk about this a little bit more. I need you to understand you have the power to create or destroy your life. That's all in your hands. It's all in your mind. It's all in the words you speak. Watch what you say. Pay attention to what you're thinking. Even if you can't change them, pay attention at least. Notice when you go off on a tangent and like talking shit to yourself. Notice all of those things. Half the battle is knowing that there's a problem. So go notice. And then make a change. That's all you need to do. The funny thing is the truth is real simple. And even though you know the truth, half of you are not going to do anything about it. Because you're happy complaining about what you're doing. You're happy about complaining about what your life looks like right now. The other half might try it for a while and will probably quit just before their breakthrough comes through. Come on, y'all. We're better than this. I'm telling you. I'm doing it. You can do it too. Right now, this is episode 31, you guys. A month ago, I couldn't have told you that I would have made it this far, really. I didn't know if I was going to like audio or not. I just made it a habit. I don't know if I make sense. I don't know if I'm likable. I don't know if you understand what the fuck I'm talking about. It doesn't matter. I'm doing this. I'm doing this for me. Because at some point, this child of mine is going to want to know what I went through. At some point, she's going to have my journals, my thoughts, my audios, my blogs, everything. So she can never forget who I am. She can never forget the things I stood for. She knows for a fact, no matter what anyone else says, she knows for a fact who I am. Who I have always been. Set your expectations, you guys. I'm going to catch up with you all tomorrow, okay? Periscope, 6 p.m. Eastern, Wednesday, on Crowned for Queen. And for those of you all who are in the neighborhood here in Singapore, it'll be 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. So if you're up, like while you're getting dressed, just throw it on and check it out. Let me know, okay? Hit me up, comment, DM. Let me know what your thoughts are. In the meantime, I'll holla.